Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you my top 5 plants for the month of September, and like other favorites videos, I have a honorable mention at the end, and I'm excited. These aren't like the biggest plants in my collection, but they are still beauties, guys. So the first plant is the Anthurium Veitchii. It is unbelievable how much this plant has grown. If y'all remember, I got this plant a year ago and she was a baby with one leaf. Here's a picture. Oh my gosh, she was the cutest thing. And to be honest, I didn't think it was gonna grow, too fast. At that time, I wasn't too familiar with Anthuriums. So to my surprise, a year later, she has really just grown so much. She is in a self-watering pot in Le Pond, and let me just grab her. Okay. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so this is the new leaf, guys. So she's getting long. Looking at the difference in leaf size, I think this is one of the older leaves. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And now, like, longer than my head. Like, 2 heads, 1, 2. Such an easy Anthurium, and I definitely recommend this Anthurium for beginners. There have been so many times I've underwatered this plant and she's always bounced back, and I definitely need to repot her soon. You can see some adventitious roots there. I would submerge them in the bigger pot just to give the chance for those adventitious roots to grow a larger root system for the plant. And I think that's why, my Anthuriums have such large leaves. I do this with all my Anthuriums, including the Decipins over here, the Metallicum over here, all of these plants. Answering the question about fertilization, because I get that question a lot, what kind of fertilizer I use. So I use my leftover general hydroponics nutrient solution that I use for my plants in LECA. And I do think that it's a little too strong, but I don't use, the nutrient solution every single time. I use water in between the watering. So if you look, she is still a little bit full. I used nutrient solution the last time. In the next few days, I'm just gonna use plain old tap water. And then when that reservoir depletes itself, I'm going to use a nutrient solution again. So I do alternate. Because this Anthurium is in the same self-watering pot and she's pretty small, the roots have kind of taken over. So I do need to keep an eye out on this one. I would say on average weekly, I fill up the reservoir. But again, guys, each plant will be different. They'll be on a different watering schedule. And I think I mentioned before that my plants in pond, I don't tend to worry about them drying out because the pond, even though the reservoir dries out, the pond is still moist. And yeah, what are your thoughts on the Veitchii? It's one of my favorite Anthuriums of all time. Obviously next to this Metallicum and probably this Decipins here. This plant solely relies on my south-facing view. She's not up against it. She's probably like a foot to a meter away. But I find with Anthuriums that when they are in search for light, they obviously have the capabilities of turning. So you could see that the leaves are turning one way, but also the petiole is pretty long. And I think they're reaching to get enough light to sustain itself. But yeah, anyhow, the first plant is the Anthurium Veitchii. Okay, let's put you back. Let's put you back. Okay, so the next one is the Philodendron Strawberry Shake. This one is one with, less variegation than the other ones. But I think the reason why it's on my favorites list is because the leaves are like pretty large and the variegation, it's like a marbling through the leaf. And yeah, I'll just show you what she looks like. Here she is. So again, like I said, less variegation, but I don't know. There is something about, I gotta turn my light down, y'all, hold on. But do you see how it's like predominantly green here? But like not predominantly green because the variegation is just kind of like marbled through. And when you look at the rest of the plant and the leaves, like this one is more of a half and half situation. This one is balanced too, kind of like a cow. Like, the white and black, it's kind of like that. And like others that are again, predominantly green. And I think because there's more green, the plant is a lot bigger than the other ones. And yeah, I guess this is like the flip side to like this one. Okay, so I showed this last favorites video. She is now more yellow. Let's put a before of what that leaf looked like. So it was a bit more orangey and deeper, but as time goes on, it becomes more yellow. This is a bit unfortunate because the newest leaf, it's going to be completely you know, variegated. So I'm gonna just watch it grow. I'm gonna see what happens. And then probably I'll propagate her, chop her up and whatever. But yeah, that's why, guys, balanced specimens are kind of preferred. Like, I don't know, I just love it. Do y'all love it? So these two, and I find that they grow really fast in LECA. I don't know if that's because there's enough aeration in the roots and I'm giving it enough nutrients to grow these large leaves. I do get that question a lot. Well, how do I get my strawberry shakes to mature nicely? Because it's true, like I do see a lot of strawberry shakes on the market that are smaller, and I think because people know the demand that, you know, they're like quickly propagating their plants, and a lot of those plants are like babies. But these ones, I think they've been like this for about a year. I mean, starting off, you could see the leaves are pretty small here. They're not that small. They're like medium, I guess. Okay guys, I'm too excited. I want to show you one of my favorite strawberry shake propagations in an aeroid mix. So this was the mother leaf. She initially pushed out this beautiful variegated leaf, and now here's another one. So she's doing okay, you know, still a little baby. What a cutie. Oh my God, the sun is out again. Okay, hold on guys. Okay. The sun is like doing this thing, and like honestly, this is the best view, because if I go like that, guys, like no. But anyhow, the second plant is the Philodendron Strawberry Shake. Okay, so the third plant is actually one that I showed in last favorites video, but again, I just love the leaves. I love the variegation. It is the Philodendron Jose Buono. Not much to say. Again, she was one of the propagations, and here she is. I just love this half moon situation here. Oh my God, the sun is really attacking. Oh my God, look at that, guys. This half moon situation. Also, the leaf that I showed you the last time, she has faded to a more lighter green. And like I said, I do need to chop her, because look at her, guys. She's taking over. I don't know if you could hear the snappage. So in my last favorites video, someone was talking about how they personally have seen that the Jose Buono does push out more or block-like variegated parts when it gets warmer. That would make sense here because, like, for example, this leaf, and this leaf all came out during the summer. This room does get quite hot during the summer, even when I have like the air conditioning on, just because the sun is just coming through. So, I mean, that might be the reason. My other Jose Buonos are kind of doing the same thing, so I guess that's a thing. Again, she's so easy, guys. She is in a self-watering pot in Lechuza Pond. So like my Anthurium Veitchii, I do the same thing. I water it with a nutrient solution. Once this level goes down, I put tap water, and then I just alternate and repeat. Not much to say about this one because I did show her recently, but the third plant is the Philodendron Jose Buono. Okay guys, the sun was attacking me again, so we're just gonna rely on this white closet door. So moving on to the fourth plant. The fourth plant is a Hoya, and I'm mainly showing this Hoya because I know I'm gonna have to propagate her soon. It is the Hoya Polyneura Outer Variegated. Man, oh man, this Hoya is just like unbelievably I can't even talk. Unbelievably gorgeous. And I would just love to have a huge, you know, pot of just Polyneura vines just reaching out at you. So, I mean, after this video, I'm probably gonna propagate her. And I guess if I was showing that one, I have to show the Broget as well. So let me go grab them. Okay. Insane. The pond is dropping. Okay, we'll clean that later because y'all know I'm gonna drop some more. God, look at, I knew it. Look at this. Okay, let me get a close-up of one vine. Oh my gosh. Again, these leaves, I'm just obsessed. It kind of looks like a painting, guys. Look at that. And these two new ones have a lot of white. The same with this one, guys. This plant is just so beautiful. Oh my God, I love her so much. Oh my God. Like, look at how much this grew. Look at all this growth. And this is just one like plant. If y'all missed it, I did an unboxing and a growth update of both of these Hoya Polyneuras. They started out as cuttings with just 2 leaves, and they're so fast, guys. I mean, I only have experience with them in pond, but I'm sure in LECA, you know, I would have had similar results. Okay, the Broget is just going off again. So the last time I showed you this plant, there were two main vines. So this one, which is still growing, and this one over here. This one over here has pushed out two new growth points. So that's these two leaves. And then on the flip side, this new one over here. And the second one has this. Look at that, guys. I just love the silver. The splashy silver on this plant. And like the outer variegated Polyneura, I'm probably gonna chop her up soon because I do want a fuller plant. Man, oh man, look at this. I don't know. Any sort of Polyneura, I do recommend. They grow so fast and they look so pretty. And again, I like these because you don't need to trellis it. They grow outward and they'll continue to grow out leaves even though they're not attached to anything. Like, come on. Like, this is so gorgeous. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. The fourth plant is the Hoya Polyneura outer variegated and Broget. I'm like dropping pawn. Okay, the last one is one that y'all have seen recently, but I'm just obsessed with the growth. Y'all know that this plant is very hard to grow, and it is the Philodendron Brandtianum. The last time that y'all saw this plant was last video. That video, I was extending the moss pole just because she surprisingly grew so fast and she needed more moss pole. So I'm pretty sure in a plant tour video, I showed you that she was just single leaf cuttings or single node cuttings, or did I show you? If I have the clip of me chopping up this plant, I will pop it in here. It's probably from a plant tour video. And then there's an update where I show it in the pot of LECA. So I'll just pop that in here now. Okay. So I got a chair. So I'm just going to limit this to single leaf or single node cuttings. Okay guys, it's been a couple days since I chopped up the bag of Brandtianum cuttings. I don't like leaving them for 2 days, but I think these will be okay. They're a bit floppy. I have decided I'm going to use LECA. So here we are. So looking at that clip and then looking at the plant now, like I'm so impressed. But I'll just grab her. Oh my God. I just hit the door frame with the moss pole. Y'all didn't see it, but look. I mean, guys, come on. So here's a pot and here's the plant. Look at these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous leaves. And like, they didn't get stuck because I've kept this moss pole really moist. If y'all wanna know where I got these from North Shore Tropicals, and I'm so in love. The silver in these leaves. I mean, this is why people love this plant. Obviously tricky because you need high humidity, or you just need like a moss pole to keep the humidity around the plant, especially when the new leaves are unfurling. They need a lot of wetness, they need a lot of moisture. And so yeah, I don't know. Like, I've obviously grown this plant like really tall, and you saw like in the last clip that I was chopping her and she was hitting the ceiling. I am so happy with how this plant looks. I'm so happy I like moss poles again because, you know, the roots are actually latching on, and I think that's another reason why it's doing so well. I don't know. Do y'all like this plant? Is this overrated? A lot of people give up, and I understand why. Like, I almost threw away all these cuttings, but I'm glad I didn't because she is so gorgeous. Again, I only have experience growing this plant in LECA. I haven't experienced pon. I did grow this plant initially in soil when I bought it, but it didn't grow well. So like, I can't really give advice. But mainly I think good aeration around the roots, humidity around the leaves in the form of a humidifier or a moss pole. These plants also don't like drying out. That's what I found. So try your best not to dry out the reservoir if they're in LECA pond. Okay, so the fifth plant is the Philodendron Brandtianum. Okay, like I said, I have an honorable mention. I'm holding her right now, and she's the Anthurium Forgetii. Oh my God. Okay, she's on this list because she's pushing out a leaf. She's so cute. Oh my God. So this is the one, oh, it's like a turtle. This is the one that didn't have like strong venation. And I mean, I'm hoping she continues that way because I really like this strange look. And the other one I have, like, it does have more of the signature crystally venation. But yeah, like, I mean, I have this in the living room. So she's not in this room. The humidity is not that high in my living room. Like, it's probably around 40 to 50%. I do hear the Forgetii is pretty forgiving. And overall, I'm just so happy. Okay, I'll show you the other one because, like, that one's cute too. Oh my God, everything's so cute. Okay, so she's pushing out a new leaf here. So again, this one is the more crystally one. You could see here, she's getting a little crispy down there. I am so excited to grow these really big. Again, they're in pond, so same as the Veitchii. Nutrient solution, once it dries out, normal tap water, once it dries out, nutrient solution, and I just repeat that pattern over and over again. These are against my west-facing window, so they do get a fair amount of light. And yeah, I'm so happy. I've always wanted a Forgetii, and I have two. Okay, the last plant is the Anthurium Forgetii. Okay guys, I guess that's it. I love all these plants. You know, I think I have to say that the Brandtianum, I don't know what it is, but she looks so good. And I think she's my favorite of this list. Oh, but the Polyneuras, guys, and the Forgetii, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to the very end, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.